Yo, yo. Yo. Yo, what up, what up, what up? Why can't I hear myself? Check, check, 1, 2. Yo. Check, 1, 2. There we go. All right. Nice, nice, nice. Yo, what up, what up, what up, what up, traders? Check 1, 2 with Shimano Trader live on the air again. It is Friday. What a week, man. I don't know how your trading went today, but man, I had a pretty crazy week of trading. Haven't been at my desk much, but yeah, it was a pretty fun day, pretty fun week of trading. So let's see what the day has in store for us today here with the market on a Friday. Do not lose your gains on Friday. If you've had a good week, try to hang on to those gains. Do not make the mistake of losing your gains. Oh, not what I meant to do. All right, check 1, 2. All right, man, we back. All right, cool. Happy Friday, everybody. This is Shimano Trader. We are live on the air once again. Hope you guys have had a great week of trading. I've had a pretty interesting week. Had a really strong Monday, and then I just eaten shit the last 4 days. So hopefully Friday will be a better trading day for me. But a lot of it has to do with me just being on the field a lot and having to work. So let's see what today has in store for us, and we're going to go from there. All right, we've already done our pre-market setup. I completely had a brain fart this morning and did it without you guys. But yeah, it's what we're looking at for the SPY here. See how that turns out. All right, let's check our levels here. Yeah, we're doing good. Nice. I can hear myself. Nice. All right, there we go. Check 1, 2. Like real short music clips here. Oh, they did send me the replay. Just want to check the levels on that song. I think we're good here. All right, guys. All right, SPY kind of chilling here. See what we got. Man, those AMD calls are not gonna hit. Reddit's out. Our DDT. Anybody investing in that? Anybody invested in Reddit? It's I think it opened at 50. She got as high as 57.80. Yeah, it's pretty well. 57.80 got as high as 57.80 at one point. Yeah, pretty wild, man. Reddit's been pretty wild. I'd short it though. I heard that stock doesn't make any money, so why would you invest in a stock that doesn't make any money? Right? For the hope that it's gonna make money. Apple's a little bit of bounce on Apple this morning. They got bad news. They're trying to sue them, but what I read is that it's gonna take them a long time for that lawsuit to play out. It's gonna take years, so it's a big sell-off for nothing. But Tesla was down this morning on rumors that the low production's on it. I'm glad I sold out of that. I sold half of it. Yeah, man, actually it's been a good trade there. 170, 480, yeah. I'm gonna just clean up the chart a little bit here. Expected, yeah, look, top of the range. Now it's probably heading to the bottom of the range. Yeah, super interesting. The range has been working good this week. So Apple, a little bit of a pump on Apple there. Lyft has been I haven't traded Lyft properly, so and then I made the mistake of it. I accidentally closed my leap on it, trying to trade Boeing. All right, 6:15. We'll go over the keys to the trading day. Bitcoin still kind of a little bit of sell off on it. It's lost the 8 and 21 day support. Has it? Let me see. Oh yeah, it's lost the 21 for sure, and it lost the 9 and 21. So it's trying to stay up there. I think it's just gonna consolidate for a couple of days, and then it'll continue moving up. And Pfizer, the news on Pfizer. Yeah, so Apple's looking good. I'll probably put it over on the main chart. Yeah, look at Apple, man. We got in good on it. We sold it right at the top twice. So we're hoping for a pop on AMD today at some point, but it's going to be rough. But yeah, look at Apple working its way up. Apple looking good right here. Nice. Perfect. You remember Street Fighter? Street Fighter was the game, man. But I think I started playing, I got more into Mortal Kombat than, I was more into Mortal Kombat, I think, than Street Fighter. Street Fighter was cool, but something about fatalities, right? Fatalities, man, that was it. It's all about the fatalities. Finish him. Okay, we're gonna here 6:15. We'll go over the keys to the trading day brought to you by Verified Investing. So we'll go over that in a little bit. In the meanwhile, what a week of trading. FOMC, market sitting at all-time highs. Let me see if I have any oil up. Bitcoin is kind of consolidating at these levels. Overnight session was pretty flat. I mean, down a little bit, but not too crazy. 5205. Wow, get rid of that. But yeah, it's been a pretty interesting week of trading leading up to FOMC and then trading after that. So a lot of bullish sentiment. There's been a bit of sell off on tech, from what I can tell, and then the small caps are supposed to move the most over the next couple of months. So Russell, something good to look at. Yeah, but Tesla sold off this morning pretty hard on rumors that they're cutting productions over at production over at the China plant in China. So Tesla's got a little bit of a red candle based on that information, and just that's what's going on with Tesla. So can't win them, man. Can't win them all. And then Reddit, the Reddit stock is out. So everybody's been looking at Reddit at all. It's traded kind of flat. It went as high as 57.80 and as low as 45.05, and it's just been consolidating here in the middle. So That's a tough one for me, man. That's a stock that I hear doesn't make any money, hasn't made any money in years, so I don't understand the attraction. Did we drop off or something? Strange. Hopefully you guys can see me there. We'll go over the keys to the trading day here shortly in about a couple minutes here. Meanwhile, just getting ready for the trade today. Not really in any positions this morning. I still have my AMD calls. I doubt those will hit. And then we'll just, I think we'll be off air around 8:30 today. But other than that, man, trade carefully out there. Put a new poll, see how the week goes. All right, check out our new poll. See how you ended up the week. Green, red, or break even. So we got that little poll going there if you guys want to check that out. All right, let's go. We got about 2 more minutes before we go over the keys of the trading day. We've already done our setup for our pre-market on SPY. So you have our previous day high, 524.11, that zone. And then our previous day low, which was as low as the 522 or so. So we're bumping up right against the previous day low here and seeing how we're gonna react at this level. So stay tuned on that. And then SPY's been pretty flat, right? The last couple of days here. Let's look at the hourly on it. Yeah, so this is where we're at right now. Yeah, maybe a little bit of a topping tail there. But look what happened on this break. Wow. Yeah, so we might be due for a pullback for sure. We'll see how that ends up for us today as we trade the day. I don't think, let me see, how do we do for the range? This is 4 hour. Let's do daily here. So yeah, no, man, it Friday. It's Friday, Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Monday. Kind of, yeah, I just moved right after FOMC. That's kind of when the week happened. Oh yeah, right above it there. Well, let's see how this thing reacts at that level here. All right, so we've already set up our pre-market levels here. So pre-market high, pre-market lows on SPY. We're going to see kind of what happens on the 30-minute chart. It should really be 15. And let's just see what kind of price action we get at these levels here. This is a previous day low here. So we're testing that right now. All right, let's get into the keys to the trading day here today, brought to you by Verified Investing. Let's see what Gareth has to say. So market blast keys to the trading day. Tesla falls pre-market after the company cut output in China after EV sales slump. Key trading levels to watch are 163.50, then 160.50. FedEx pops 11% on earnings as the company reports better than expected earnings and approved a $5 billion stock buyback. Resistant levels are at 300, 305, and 320. Ticker symbol on that is FDX. And then the Nike stock falls 6% after warning that its revenue growth would sink to single digits in the first half of 2025. This warrants an alert on the consumer technical support level. On the consumer, This warrants an alert on the consumer. Technical support levels are 92 to 85 and 90. Well, that's Nike. And then Lululemon falls over 13% pre-market after forecasting annual revenues growth below expectation. Demand for their premium products is falling. Again, something to watch based on consumer, which is the backbone of the economy. Technical supports are at 405, 394, and 388. So you're seeing a little bit of a consumer weakness, at least on things like Nike, Lululemon. I'm trying to remember if there's anybody else, but I think the consumer is definitely starting to show signs of weakness. So that's super interesting in regards to the market. All right, let's see what else we got going on here. Oh, this is not my favorite song. It's supposed to be hip hop. Oh, these guys got commercials right now. All right, seen a little bit of a pop on SPY right off the bottom, pre-market low. So breaking through the previous day high here. See how it reacts. I have a negative sentiment today going into the market and see how see if puts are the play today. I'll be back.
Platform of Reddit, there's actually a very nice special business here. And our gross margins are very high, the high 80s, and have been for a long time. And so even small improvements in revenue go straight to the bottom line for us. And so this is truly, I think, a special company. And profitability is, it's an important milestone for us, and we're getting closer and closer.
That was Reddit CEO Steve Huffman. He was with us right here at Post 9 yesterday, of course, as the social media company had what was a very successful debut. Stock was up 48% as it closed trading. Price
we back, baby. We back, baby. All right, let's get ready to trade. Got about 10 minutes out. 10 minutes out.
You know, that was the big question. He answered it, and certainly the market, at least day one, seemed to be happy, given they have not been profitable in any 1 year in the 19 years that they've been around.
19 years without profitability.
That interview was great, and one of the things that is very true that really just surprised me was that Huffman, working with Morgan Stanley, placed this thing very, very well. I know he was actively involved with who it should go with. He went with the sticky people who work at Reddit. I don't think they're going to flip. This was a very well done offering, David, and I think it could have been
Jim.
A major botch. It could have opened at 90, worked its way down to 40. Instead, it went the other way. It kind of went up, opened pretty good, then kind of went down.
That's good.
Kind of went up the rest of the day. Different from Uber, which was a fiasco. I applaud this, and while I know you guys were very tough on him when it comes to when they'll turn a profit, I thought he was a very seasoned exec when you spoke with him. Kudos, well done.
Any signs it gives out for the broader IPO market? We had another initial public offering this week, Astera, that we talked about, that did extremely well in its debut. You know, we've been waiting for what. Certainly, there are plenty of private
About 9
companies
minutes
that
to
have
market
been
open.
waiting to go public, and yet they have yet to really show up in force.
I think it's going to matter tremendously. Out here at NVIDIA, I spent a lot of time talking with people who work with NVIDIA for healthcare. They were almost all private companies. They almost all want to tap the equity markets. I think, and they're not phony AI, they're real AI. I think they're ready to roll. I think Morgan Stanley, which is owned by my charitable trust, had been kind of invisible during the period. I think they're ready to bring some deals. Goldman ready. I think it's time. I think it's going to be that spring period before the Hamptons where people get deals done.
All right,
We'll pull
see.
back
It'll
on
be
SPY.
interesting because it has been notable by its absence given the strength in the broader market. Jim, get ready. You got a mad dash to close out the week coming up, of course. Let's give you one more look at futures. We get ready. We get started with trading here about 8 minutes from now. You can see it's kind of a mixed picture for the broader markets. We're back right after this.
Well, there you go. We got about 8 more minutes to the market opens, guys. What are you guys trading today? What are you looking at? Market looks pretty flat overnight. Maybe we sell off, going into the weekend. Haven't really seen where oil's at today. See where oil's at. So oil's kind of moving back up a little bit, not by much, but it is moving up a little bit. Kind of consolidated after that sell-off. And Bitcoin selling off again. And then there's the dollar. Dollar kind of pulled back a little bit, but nice move on the dollar. From 102 up to 104.25 right now, but it got as high as almost 104.50. So maybe we need to pull back on the dollar, get some of these equities to move up a little bit. Looks like Pfizer's selling off a little bit too. Yeah, a little pullback on SPY here, a little bear flag maybe. Damn, AMD's just consolidated at the bottom here. It's probably going to stay there. But other than that, where you guys at? What are you guys trading today? Got about 6 more minutes till the market opens up. Good morning. Do it. This coffee's been good this morning. I mean, one of my better coffees this morning. All right, look at SPY. A little bit of a pullback on SPY here. SPY to me looks bearish to me today. So we'll see what we can get. If we can get into puts in the beginning of the day here, people are probably going to sell off into Fridays. Yeah, look at that little bit of a red candle there. All right, don't forget to participate in our poll. We do have a poll. We'd want to know if you ended up the week green or red or break even. We want to know, guys and girls. We want to know. The real question is AMD going to do anything today? Looks doubtful. A little pull. Look, SPY recovered pretty nicely here. Got about 5 more minutes to the market opens, guys. Let's see what the commentary here on CNBC.
Take a look at the laggards as we head into trading day. Lulu topping the list. We will get to it. Don't you worry.
Yeah, Lulu's down a lot, almost 13%.
Not being well responded to, at least if you own the stock. Tesla also, some stories there. We'll also mention that. So you got a lot to tune in for it still to come, including Jim's Mad Dash. And by the way, don't forget, you can catch us anytime, anywhere by listening to and following the Squawk on the Street Opening Bell podcast. We're right back.
Oh, Pfizer's selling off. Yeah, pullback across the board, looks like. 517. Be around. That's a pretty big drop. Yeah, we'll see if we sell off today or we continue to push higher. 524 is the high on the SPY. Yeah, I think we sell off just because it's Friday and people want to take their gains home. 2 minutes, 33 seconds until the market opens. What are you guys trading today? You guys trading anything today? Please let me know. Put it in the chat. Oil's kind of maybe. Man, I had puts on oil all week and I closed them out early. Ouch. All right, AMD selling off already. The pre-market chips. Yeah, 2 more minutes. All right, guys. Good morning. What are you guys trading today? Man, I really thought AMD had the opportunity to get out yesterday, and we didn't get out of it. It just popped and dropped in the morning. This first candle here, we missed it. Now we have our hope strategy in place. Now we got a minute 30 seconds. Minute 30 seconds. Can you feel the anticipation? Can you feel it? Reddit's way too expensive, man. 48 bucks. I ain't paying 48 bucks for that thing. Lyft is starting to come back down a little bit. Tesla's forming maybe a little bear flag. I don't know if I should put Tesla in the main chart here. Probably will. 15 minutes. All right, we got less than a minute to trade, guys. Good luck, traders. Good luck today.
Good luck, traders.
All right, last cross-country mad dash of the week. We saw Lulu. It's going to be down sharply. What's going on there, Jim?
This was a very tough call from a very high-quality management, where they just mentioned several times U.S. traffic has slowed. High single digits. I was very surprised. That is a big letdown. The company was really somewhat mortified by what they're talking about.
All right, guys, 10 seconds for the market to open here.
Really, pretty much across the board. Broad base is the term they use. This was surprising, and their forecast, 10, 11%. David, this is a high-growth company, and I think that they themselves.
All right, guys, good luck today.
At how weak they can be. I don't know if they can pull out this fast. Cal McDonald's is a very well-run company, CEO. I know that they were. I think that they did blame the consumer at one point, not themselves. I think that is something that I question, because the consumer was very strong in a lot of other places. But geez, this was just sheer disappointment. Surprised there weren't downgrades on the street. No one wants to leave this company because it's been so successful.
Right.
Just a weak quarter.
Again, the news that really seems to be moving it is the fact that first quarter 24 guidance is for 9 to 10% increases year over year, Jim, which is below virtually every estimate out there from the analysts.
Yeah, and you know what? You could go to Ralph Lauren and get much better numbers. PVH, and we could look at the numbers and say, wow, wait a second. This was just a suboptimal quarter. Now, the question is, should we draw a pattern? Nike, Lulu, are these companies that are just charging too much when others are coming underneath them with good product? That's what I question. They don't address the competition at any of these. They still act as if they're kings. I don't think they're kings anymore.
Yeah, stock opens down over.
A little bit of pop on AMD.
You heard the opening bell there. You can take a
Look at Boeing, man. Boeing's been on a tear.
Here at the big board, water technology company Xylem over at the NASDAQ financial services company Citizens and Northern celebrating its 160th anniversary.
Wow.
Well done. It's a long time.
Pretty good.
It's older than you.
How come thank you for that. Xylem doesn't sound very loud, David. Is this a bit of a subdued group there?
Yeah, it's not a large group here. Not that large.
Chewy.
Yeah, the company had a changeover CE that.
All right, 178 on AMD.
I've always felt because of the secular notion.
All right, I'm gonna get rid of these guys.
It's still a winner, but.
Shut up, Jim. All right, Boeing breaking out. Bro, Boeing finally breaking out. What a move on Boeing. Jesus. Oh, man. Did some freeze? Some did freeze. My charts are frozen, guys. Yeah, all my charts are frozen. So you're seeing a frozen chart right now. Let's see if it recovers. Guys, my charts are frozen. Don't make me restart my charts. Come on. I don't know if you guys are still watching my charts, but I'm frozen over here. Bitcoin selling off again. Let's see if my charts are back. Nope. Sorry about that, guys. Let me see if I can get my thing to stop acting up. I think I'm frozen. Still frozen? Come on. Yeah, I'm frozen on my thing here. Not sure what to do here. Other than to restart the app. Yeah, my chart's completely frozen. Yeah, that's my only option. All right, stand by, guys. Let me restart my stream here. Let me see if I can just... Yeah, I'm going to have to force a shutdown on this thing. Wow. Right in the middle of my stream. It's crazy. Yeah. So I don't know what you guys see on your screen. Probably nothing, huh? Okay, I'm restarting my Thinkorswim, that's why. So bear with me. Yeah, I shut down my, I don't know what happened. It just went black. So we're going to get it restarted right now, so just chill out. I think the music's still playing, though. It's installing updates. Of course it is. So bear with me here, team. We should be back online here. See if we're back. So let me see what comes back on here. Let me see if everything comes back online. Bear with me, yo. Bear with me, yo. Oh, yeah. And then it brought up a bunch of stuff here. See where we have AMD here. Yeah, this is the one that's on watch. Let me see if everything comes back. Oh, no. Oh, there it is. All right. We should be back now. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah, sorry about that. All right, I think we're back now, though. Oh, man, Apple sold off again. Yikes. Boeing is breaking out. Crazy. Yeah. Apple to the downside, Boeing to the upside. What a wild sequence of events here. I think you guys can see me now, right? Everything looks good here on my OBS. Yeah. All right, Sprite going to the upside here. Boeing's huge breakout, man. Once it had that meeting in the morning, it just never looked back. So congrats if you're sitting in Boeing. Spike hit going higher. All right, Apple setting off here. Boeing breakout. Looking good there. Yes, Spy looks solid, man. Not gonna lie. All right, SPX 5242 currently. Futures 5302. VIX is really low. I think 1294 on the VIX. Should probably be daily charts. ARC selling off too. Chip stocks selling off, looks like. Meta's down 0.50, yeah. Oh yeah, AMD's clapped, dude. AMD is clapped though. Yeah, huge breakout on Boeing. Boeing major run since 173. It's been from 170 to 180. It's almost a $20 run in 3 days. Pretty wild. Yeah, very significant run there on Boeing. Played the wrong side this week. We were short again. Oh, I did touch it. Yeah, Boeing, huge breakout on Boeing. I think Pfizer's up too. That's good. Yeah, Lululemon got clapped. Lift back up again. Oh yeah, Pfizer popped up. Oh, that's good. Amazon selling off. Look like tech's gonna be selling off today. Let's look at puts today. All right, so we're gonna grab some puts here. Not a financial advice, not a recommendation. You can and will lose money. But look like this, we might get dragged down. Just some of the sell-offs happening this morning. So we're gonna jump on some SPY puts, and 519 is our target price. That's way down here, if they even hit. I expect to be at the bottom of the range by the end of this week, so maybe we may have a big sell-off here. So we'll see where it goes. But that's what we're going to play today. It's going to be our only trade for today. Got to hit the field early today. $5.19. 0 DTE. See if we sell off to the downside here today. Be our only play. Our only play today. All right, let's say we get close to that today. So that's on watch today. We'll do the 0 DTE 519 to the downside on SPY. And then obviously Boeing is selling off, pumping really hard since the sell-off. Since the CEO came on, that's when it kind of sold off, and it's recovered nicely since. I mean, I'd say it's almost a $20 run here in the matter of 3 days. 2 trading sessions, because today had barely started. So we'll see how that plays out. And Apple's selling off pretty bad too. Apple's being sued by the Department of Justice for monopolizing the cell phone game. Which is crazy, right? ARK selling off pretty bad too. Little pullback on Meta. Oil, a little flat. Chewy bounced off the bottom. You guys heard about Lulu? Lulu sold off pretty bad too. Weak consumer, weak guidance. Yeah, weak consumer. It looks like the consumer's starting to show cracks, man. That's what I gather. Yeah, there's a little bit of negative sentiment on that. Starting to fill the gap on the SPX here. 5237.99 is the current price point. We shall see. All right, we're just watching the Apple sell-off here happen. Obviously, you guys know, beautiful move to the top of the range here on Apple for the week, and now it's most likely going to hit the bottom of the range there. I think if chips move, maybe SPY moves too, but chips look a little weak this morning. Yeah, Apple, man. They're coming for Apple. So there's a little bit of a curl here on SPY. That's what we want to see here. We want to see some downward momentum here to the downside. All right, we're gonna close out our AMD for a loss there on the contracts for the call contract. So yeah, I gotta take a loss there. Didn't quite play out as we'd hope. I have Chewy on a 4-hour. Why? All right, there we go. So we get a little flush on there. Yeah, Meta looking weak. ARC's weak. Looks like weakness across the board. So trade carefully out there, team. Yeah, I would say definitely looking a little bit of weak today, a little bit of weakness today across the market. And it's the end of the week, man. After a pretty exciting week with all kinds of trades and all kinds of data that got dropped. So I think people are kind of exhausted a little bit, perhaps. Meta? No, Meta should not be on a 15-minute chart here. Yeah, so ARC's selling off. Chips seem to be selling off. Oil seems to have maybe starting to consolidate here. But I expect more downward push here on chips. Oh, look at AMD starting to flush here. All right, that's your AMD flush here. That's another level to watch here on AMD. Oh, maybe I should just use a line here. So Apple may have found some support here at 170, maybe. And we see if AMD, we have a level here marked on AMD. See if it comes down to that level. All right, Bitcoin's continuing to sell off. Yeah, a little bit of a pullback there on Bitcoin. Things look weak, team. Puts may be in play here. Trade carefully. Might get a flush at the end of the week here. VIX is at 1292, just where it closed at. Yeah, chips selling off right now pretty hard. Lulu, wow. Let's go. Yeah, Lulu's like a falling knife, man. Careful there. It's got a ways to go for SPY to start rolling over. Little bit of recovery here on Apple. Nice. Little bit of green here on SPY. A little bit of a zoom out. A little bit of a recovery here. Then kind of flushed down and kind of came back up. Pfizer a little bit indecisive there. Little pump on SPY here. All right, traders, continue to watch SPY here. See if we get a little bounce off the pre-market low. We're testing the previous day low, which is this red bar here. So we're just testing that right now, seeing if we can get above it. I think it'd be a little bit more bullish if we can get above it. Otherwise, we're just rejecting here on the previous day low here. We are sitting on 0 DTEs for 519 puts. It's a stretch, but see if we can at least get a little bit of flush down to the downside and get a little premium. So that's on watch. Lululemon just continues to sell off, down almost 17%. SPX is 5239.76. Futures 52.99. Might get a sell off on $1 here. Yeah, Bitcoin's testing that rising channel. Dixie's up to 26 cents. Dollar's fighting. Definitely dollar's fighting. Yeah, pretty slow this morning. So we're just watching our plays here, primarily watching SPY. And that's where we have our only play going on. We've closed everything out. It hasn't been the best of weeks today. This week we started off real strong Monday, but then Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursdays were clapped. So we're going to try to see what today can give us and get ready for next week. A little bit of a bounce here on Apple at this level, that 170 level. That's where it bounced at before too. So it's a pretty strong level there. Yeah, see how many times it's bounced? Once, twice. This is third, fourth time it bounces at this 170 level for Apple. You have a lot of stuff on this chart right now. Little bounce there on Apple. That's encouraging. So early though, guys. Market's been open for 27 minutes. All right, we're gonna switch up this music, man. This music's making me sleepy. All right, switching it up a little bit there. Now wake up, because it's Friday. There we go. All right, oil's falling. Meta's falling a bit too, down 0.40%. Let's see if we can get some downward momentum to SPY. That's what we want. We want a little bit of a flush. Some fool got choked out on a plane. And so many. Did you guys hear about that Nickelodeon guy, dude? Like, oh my god, dude. These guys. It's just so crazy, man. It's so crazy how these guys mess with little girls. It's just so weird to me. All right, staying bearish today for the most part. See if we can get a little bit of a sell-off. We are currently below previous day, yesterday's low. Kind of been bouncing off that level here. That is the low of yesterday. Been bouncing off that level. Now we're retesting this level here. See what happens. See if we get rejected. That's what we want. We want rejection at that level. We get 30 seconds to the next candle here. 30 seconds. Less than 30 seconds now. We should get another down candle here. All right, traders. It is 7 a.m. on the West Coast. I am Shimano Trader. This is The Spread. We are a live trading show Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. Pacific time. We are broadcasting live over the Tradecaster airwaves. Please show love and support of the show. Subscribe to our Tradecaster channel here. We're also on YouTube. In case we lose contact, please check us out on YouTube as well. And thanks for joining us today on The Spread, baby. All right, let's see what happens here. Look, Boeing, man, what a run on Boeing. I had 185 calls and closed them. I closed them because I got scared. I got worried. It's all right, guys. Come back. We'll come back. Yeah, but Boeing, tremendous move on Boeing. It's incredible. All right, retesting the previous day low here on SPY. This little candle here, this doji, it's always it usually means reversals to me. That's usually what it means. So I always like to highlight it because it doesn't always work. So don't think it's foolproof. I mean, nothing ever is, right? Like, what is, like, oh, this is a strategy that always makes money? Nah. Wish it was that easy, man. All right, Apple's starting to find some support here at that 171 level. See if it can hold. Looks like the chips are going to continue lower based on this candle formation and getting that pressure from that 5-day EMA line. Looks like it's going to continue lower. Boeing, man, incredible move on Boeing. I can't stress that enough. Chewy moving up higher now too. Starting to see a little bit of green across the market here. Amazon's up a little bit now. I mean, it's down. Oh yeah, it's up 0.04%. Pfizer coming down. That's for a long term. Man, look at this move on SPY here. Yeah, it's usually what this doji means to me, right? It's that little bit of a reversal or a little bit of a change of structure. Yeah, I need a good app for tracking my mileage for my business. We did taxes this year, and they're like, hey, you gotta track your mileage. I'm like, what? Why? Not my rules, man. Talk to Uncle Sam. Incredible Boeing. I can't believe this run on Boeing. I'm still in disbelief. Lyft, Amazon. Where's TGT? Yeah, 169.48. Yeah, did well too. And then AMD never had the move that that they wanted it to have. Oh, look at Chewy. Nice. Uh-oh, did Boeing find a little bit of a cheek lay there? So nice. SPY just sideways right now. Oh, they sent me the replay for that webinar I missed yesterday. That's cool. Do 30 minutes now. Yeah, it's breaking through that pre-market low, previous day low right now. It's a lotto play here. Boeing, little cheek lay, little pull back there. Apple starting to consolidate at this 170 level, 171 level. $172.96. Oh, that's good. Yeah, give me a better average, huh? 172.96. All right, brought that average down on Apple. Man, Chewy pumping now. Right, nice bounce on Chewy right now. Yeah, Boeing. No, what is it? Bitcoin selling off pretty hard. Just gonna need to consolidate a bit. I think it'll be better after that. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, look at AMD. It's continuing to go lower here. Probably going to breach this level here at that 174 level. Yeah. It's not looking great, man. Let's go. Yeah, look at AMD looking weak. Oh no, I need a line here. Let's see what we can see here. Just to see. No. Maybe something like that. We'll see, man. I like lines. All right, Boeing getting some resistance at this level here. It's just a rectangle, apparently. So arcs below the 200-day moving average on the hourly chart. Meta, a little bit of a pullback there. Lulu hasn't found a level here. 399, 400, maybe it's a level for Lulu. Big sell-off on Lulu. It's primarily on guidance. They give weak guidance. See if we can get a little bit more action on AMD. All right, starting to see a little bit of a sell-off here on AMD too. A little bit of a pullback across the market here. So we'll zoom out a little bit here on AMD, give you an idea where things are at. Can't believe Chewy pumped that much. All right, starting to get under the green EMA line here on SPY. You'll see red across the board too. All right, here we go. Oh, interesting. A little bit of weakness here on SPY. Boeing hit this level here and is starting to pull back a little bit as well. So I took some off the table here on AMD. Just a tad, not too much. Where was it at? 175.18. And that's exactly when it's going to bounce. You'll see. Just never fails. I just want to take a little bit of risk off the table on AMD just because of the sell-off here. That's all. Could always get back in, you know. ARC's coming. Chips seem to be selling off a little bit. Oil's coming down. We'll see what happens. We're just gonna play it safe. That's all. Just gotta. If we're traders, right? All right, starting to get under the EMA line here on SPY. Yeah, it went all bad. All right, starting to see a little bit of a pullback here on SPY. Let's get ready for the flush. Whoa. Damn. Crazy. All right. Starting to see it red across the market here. A little bit of red across the market. Yeah, even Bitcoin selling off. Yeah, Bitcoin's testing that upward range there. The tip of the flag, man. All right, Chewy moving up higher here. Outperform rating, huh? All right, Russell coming down. All right, let's see if this makes a move here. 1651. All right, let's see if that does anything. Of course. Just never fails, man. All right, things are starting to wake up, it feels like. Yeah, oil's coming down. Russell's recovering a little bit, looks like. Maybe. Lift starting to come back. All right, we'll chill out a little bit. Hey, whatever happened to Mamba Trader? Is that guy still around? Hi, baby. Good morning. All right, traders, let's see what else we got going on here. Kind of just sideways action on SPY. Kind of leads me to believe that maybe we see a sell-off here. Maybe we break this upward rising support here and sell off. We're hoping for that. Taking mom to the eye doctor today. Mama's getting older. Mama's getting older. Ooh, that's a nice picture. So we get a breakdown here on SPY. Pfizer's starting to recover a little bit. Big buys down there. The long term. 27.79. Lulu continues to drop. All right, here's a little bit of a red candle here on SPY. Need that break, baby. We need that break, baby. Little pullback on Chewy. I still have my puts there. Russell coming down. See if we can break the support here on SPY. That'd be ideal. So annoying, man. Yo, everything's selling off, guys, even Bitcoin. Be careful out there. Straight down. Yeah, starting to see some stuff selling off pretty hard here. Russell's down 0.77%. ARK 2.2%. Yeah, we got to April 12 on that. Let's see if we can get this break here on SPY. Got about 4 more minutes to see if we can get this thing to break here and break the pre-market low as well. That's why we're sitting on puts right now. Yeah, Chewy pulled back. Right when we add it, of course. They'll pull back on Lyft too. Pfizer. Everything's down. Everything's down. Eric's gonna see the break here on SPY, see if it happens.
Do it, do it, do it.
All right, see if we can lose this support here on SPY. We'd want to see that. And a little pullback on Chewy as well. Still under the, yeah, man. Need rules. You need to follow the rules. Oh, still bouncing off that uprising support here on SPY. We added to our Apple position recently on this dip. Yeah, Pfizer's still falling. Lyft starting to roll over. No, I gotta print this. Yeah, I had to add I got a business truck, so we're adding it to our insurance. Why'd that come out crooked? All right, man, what's going on here? All right, Chewy's coming back up a little bit. Pfizer's selling off. That's what's going on. All right, we're still below the previous day low here. Kind of building a little bit of a wedge. It's so early though. Target's starting to roll over a little bit too. We were in puts earlier this week. Lyft starting to roll over as well. But SPY's not. It wanted to look like a Head and Shoulders, but it didn't quite play out that way. We need this flush, baby. I'll SPY. So there's that candle again. So we get this break here. See if we get this break here on SPY. That'd be ideal. That's what we want to see. Apple, a little bit of a green shoot there. Trying to get him for the antitrust. ARK still selling off. Russell recovering a bit here. Oil recovered a bit too. Lyft, Pfizer, hopefully finding a bottom here. So if we get this break here on SPY, that'd be great, man. All right, let's try printing that thing again. All right, we're looking for this break on SPY. All right. Need this break. Yeah, things look a little top heavy to me. Just looking across, at least the charts that I'm looking at, looks like we might sell off into the afternoon. Yeah, it looks really close. All right, guys, I'll be back. I need to I need to go to the restroom. Follow me on Instagram. Go right now.
Good luck, traders.
Bye, baby. Have a good day at school. I'll see you in the afternoon. I love you.
You too.
You too. All right, traders are back. Still watching the SPY here, trying to get a break to the downside on SPY. Starting to break that support there. I'm back. Starting to see the crack of that support there. That's what we want to see. See if we can get some momentum to the downside here. And Apple's going in our favor now. We're starting to get a little bit of momentum to the upside on Apple. See if that break happens. All right, Chewy's back up. ARK selling off. Russell selling off too. don't want that music too loud sometimes in my headphones. I think 34, 35 there sounds good. All right, Russell's selling off. Chewy's making a little bit of a comeback. Lulu's still selling off. Target's starting to roll over. Jeez, man, I had puts on that. Pfizer's selling off too. So we get this break here on SPY. So we want to see there on SPY. I brought snacks. All right, starting to break this level of support here. Last line of defense would be this pre-market low, which we've already breached a little bit. See if we can break all the way down. Lyft selling off a little bit too. The Pfizer one's surprising. I gotta put all these together. Chewy. I gotta put Pfizer here. There you go. Yeah, it's selling off. All right, Chewy coming back up here. All right, there's your break on SPY. Like to see that. All right, starting to make a little bit of money here on SPY. This break. We want to see 519 today. All right, nice comeback here on Chewy. Pfizer selling off though. Man, big drop on the Russell today. All right, SPY holding here. He's kind of seeing this AMD hold on too. It looks like it's barely hanging on. See if we get a flush on the SPY here. It's what we're hoping for. This is how we position ourselves. Yeah, Lulu's still dropping. It's down 18, almost 19%. Down almost $90. Wow. Oh, shoot. What did I do? Oh, that's crazy. All right, traders, just continuing to watch the SPY here. See if we can lose this support level here. We are sitting on 0 DTEs for today, 519. I don't know if it will get down there necessarily. I mean, it is the bottom of the range for 518. We might get a flush. Market looks a little weak, I think we're red across the board of all indices. Indexes, something like that. That's not funny. Okay, so continue to watch the SPY here. This is our main play today. We are in some shares. We've been adding to our Apple position here on this dip. We've added to Chewy as well for the long term play. And those are doing okay. Pfizer's getting clapped. That's one thing. PFP is getting a little bit of clap today. Down 18 cents, 0.65%. But this is our main play here. See if we can get this break to the downside on SPY today. On a Friday. I think we need to pump it up a little bit more, man. This music's a little weird. All right, let me see what we got. All right, I'm going to switch it up, see if I can get a little bit more up-tempo here, guys. Thanks for hanging with me on a Friday. All right, I got my insurance for my truck now. All right, there's your break. We're starting to see the break here on SPY. Hopefully we get some momentum to the downside. To the downside. We need this break. Here's pre-market low. Let's go. So we need to get this break, baby. Yeah, I think it looks pretty heavy here, pretty top heavy on some charts across the board here. Lulu's terrible, man. Sorry if you guys were in Lulu. Puts were the play on Lulu. So obvious hindsight, right? All right, there's your break here on SPY. See if we can get some momentum to the downside.
Do it. Do it.
All right, starting to break here. Pre-market lows. We're below previous day lows. Now we're breaking the pre-market low, so we should get some momentum to the downside here, hopefully. It's starting to happen. We'll see if we can continue down to the downside here. Oh, dude, my washing machines are going off. S&P 5231, 5231.63 on the S&P. We're coming down. Futures are coming down too. Going to get this break or what? Why is Chipmunk making fun of me? All right, ARK selling off. Russell selling off, down 1.15%, down almost $2.40. Pfizer's maybe making a little bit of a bounce there. We did add to our Apple position as well on these dips. Starting to break a little bit of support here on SPY, so we can get some momentum to the downside. We are below the 5-day EMA line, so maybe our goal is 519, probably about $3 away. Find some new music, man. Is this rock? All right, let's try this one. All right, traders, that line's holding this support here, so we want to see a downside here. There we go. It's a little bit more upbeat. All right, there it is. Starting to see if we can get some more volume here. We had 3.4 million on the open. Then we did 2.7, and we're currently at 2.3. So volumes, there we go. Starting to see this. We need this break here. We'll flush. Let's go. Happy Friday. Puts, baby. We want put plays. All right, Chewy moving higher too. Russell, man. Let's go. All right, starting to see more momentum here to the downside. My EDM sounded okay. Starting to see a little bit of a break here on the SPY. Remember, we're sitting on 0 DTEs, not financial advice. 519 is our target price for today. It's our only trade we're placing today. We are adding shares to Apple on this little dip here. And there's a lot of bad news about the DOJ. They need to take everybody's money, so they need to find somebody with money so they can take more money to fund these pointless wars. So, yeah, so that was the big sell-off on Apple here, but we are at a pretty major support level, this 170 level on Apple. You can see it's been pretty support several times here over the last couple of weeks, so we're hoping it holds here. And see if we can get a little bit more downside on SPY. These are nice fat candles. Little, people are maybe exiting positions as the weekend approaches here. Bitcoin's selling off too. Bitcoin is down, and it's testing support. Also been adding to our Chewy position. Chewy had great earnings. I think it's sold off still, but it still has a outperform rating. And also Pfizer. We've been adding to our long-term portfolio. Pfizer, Chewy, we're just adding those guys on. And our Apple position as well. All right, starting to see a little bit more here. See if that plays out. This is a 30-minute chart on the SPY, so it's going to move a little bit slower. All right, starting to see more red here. All right, we're finally making some money on SPY. A whole 50 cents. A whole 50 cents. See if we can get more downside here. S&P 5230, 5230, 44 coming down on the S&P 500. Also, the futures down 5290. So we've got some red on the board. Let's see if we can get to the 520 psychological 520 here. All right, here we go. Let's go. All right, Pfizer's starting to get a little bit of a recovery there. Pfizer's a good long term, man. That's just a company that's been around for so many years, right? It's been through just about every cycle, and it's holding. All right, 521.05 now on SPY. See if we can get to that 520 level. Look, right where I sold half of my AMD position, it just bounced. Like it's crazy, man. If you guys been trading long enough, you feel like people are always looking for a shoulder to see what trade you placed, and then they just completely do the opposite. I know I'm not the only one, man. It is a common thing amongst the trader society, so the trader community. It feels like as soon as you place a trade, somebody goes, "Okay, he sold. Time to go up." Or or you cut your winner short, and then it's like, all right, he sold, time to pump even higher. It's just the story of our lives as traders, right? All right, we got the next candle coming up here on a SPY. A couple seconds here, we'll get our next candle here. Remember, we're trying to get a 519 today. All right, we should see it here. There it is. All right, so now we have a candle, full body full body here forming. We got another 30 minutes, but we've got a candle right below the support line here. This is a pre-market low. We've broken that support now, and now we're right below it. We might come up and test it here. But other than that, hey guys, it's 8 a.m. 8 a.m. on the West Coast. I am Shimano Trader. This is The Spread. We are a live trading show here Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. Pacific time. Please subscribe to the show. We do have a poll open. See how you ended up for the week. You're green, red, break even. But please subscribe to the show. Show some love and support. And yeah, hang out, listen to some tunes, watch some charts. Been a little slow go this morning, but we'll see if this spike can continue lower here. We're trying to get to our 519 target price. 0 DTEs. Hey man, you want to lose money quick? Do 0 DTEs. 0 DTEs is a fast way to lose money and blow up your account. So not financial advice. Always be careful with the 0 DTEs. But other than that, man, happy Friday, guys. Hope you guys are having a great weekend. All right, enjoy yourselves. All right. Chewy, we are adding to our Chewy position and also our Pfizer position for the long term, as well as Apple. We've been adding Apple on these dips here. So 170 is a very strong level of support. As you can see across the board here, it's just been a good level of support. So we'll see what happens. I made some good money just day trading or swing trading Apple this week. We actually we took calls Monday morning, sold them up here, and then we also added shares in the dip, sold the shares right, or I don't, it's not marked, but we did sell off prior to we did close out our Apple, and then it sold off. So we're just starting to add again and just do the whole buy on the dip thing. Man, I don't know, Tiger C, man. I tend to play around with it, but I just didn't want to. I haven't had the best trading week this week because of Boeing. I always short Boeing, and I've got claps. So I'm a little. So this was just a lotto play, honestly. This 519 lotto play. See if we can get down there. It's real cheap. It's like $30. So, but usually. It depends on SPY. So I normally try to do in the money on 0 DTEs. They're really expensive though, and it tends to move on you a lot. So it just depends what mood I'm in. But I like to be closer to the money than I am right now. This was just a complete lotto play, trying to just see if we can get some good premium on it. So hope that answers your question or not. But yeah, you got to be careful on 0 DTEs because it's just, you don't have a lot of time. All right, for sure, Tiger C. Where are you calling us from, or where you're joining us from, Tiger C? What city, state are you in, if you don't mind me asking? I always like to know people who engage me, like where they're from. Start to develop a good idea. Memphis, Tennessee. Shout out to Memphis, Tennessee. Yeah, get a good idea, kind of where the people are all over the country. So you're my first Memphis, Tennessee. I've had Florida. I've had Boston, Massachusetts, New York, now Memphis, and I had a Taquito Trader. He's in Lithuania. Lithuania? I always have a hard time pronouncing that. Lithuania. That's where he's from. He's from a different country. It's so cool to watch you guys and talk to you guys from around the country, man. It's cool to get to know you guys. All right, so our Apple shares that we've been adding so far has been working out for us. We got a little bit of a upward swing here on Apple. We're above the 5-day EMA line too, so that's always a good sign. I hope that's not too loud. Sounds louder on my headphones. All right, turn down just a bit. All right, let's see what this thing's gonna do. Wow, that's bright. All right, so SPY's now up to this, what used to be support, right? So this little line here used to be our support line, right? It was serving as support. And now SPY's come up to test it as resistance, right? So we flipped this support line and it's now become resistance. So we're going to see how it acts up against it. So we have the upward, the kind of the rising support, but we also have the 5-day EMA line. If you guys watch me trade every once in a while, I love that 5-day EMA line. It's just a good one on a smaller time frame to follow. I usually like to have it thicker. I don't know. Sometimes my charts they reset and I lose some of that stuff. But yeah, 5-day MA line is what I like to trade on smaller time frames. You know, I just kind of, if it stays below it, it usually respects it. So until it doesn't, right? So AMD starting to go a little bit higher here. Boeing seems like maybe some of the selling on these we have on the board here is kind of has been done. Maybe more buyers are stepping up here. But really interested to see how this reacts, this specific level here for SPY. See if we're gonna break this and get above it. But what used to be support has now become resistance, and see what happens. What happens there? But starting to see a little bit of green here. Yeah, even Pfizer's recovering. Pfizer's good now. Chewy starting to maybe build a little bit more of a base here to go higher. And we'll see what happens at this level here. Yeah, what a run on Boeing, dude. Look at this. From 173 to 192, 93, almost wow, dude. It's like a $20 move. That's insane. What a move in 3 days, right? In 2 days, right? Because this was Wednesday and this is Thursday. It's what a move on Boeing. Shout out to the longs there. I mean, Boeing's been my best trade this year. Trading it short, long. I've made some good money on it, but yeah, this week I was humbled by it. It humbled me. It humbled me. Oh man, you guys hear my washing machine in the background? All right, good to see Chewy and Pfizer finding a bottom there. Let's see, the moment of truth here with SPY. See if we're gonna get pushed down lower or we're gonna continue higher here. I know Tesla's where's my Tesla? Oh. Yeah, Tesla got clapped too, but I think it's recovering. Lulu's horrible. Almost $90, dude, down. Can you imagine? You had a couple of those shares. Let me see where's Tesla at. Tesla, it's down 1.9%, $3.30. Yeah, so he got clapped, but it's recovering. But be careful with Tesla, man. It's just, people just don't like Elon. Any little thing spooks that stock right now. All right, starting to see the resistance here with SPY, right? So what used to be support has now become resistance. So we're going to see if it gets respected or we're going to continue lower. But we've already broken the pre-market low here. So that's, this is a good sign. That's what we do our pre-market prep on SPY. Primarily on SPY, we do our pre-market prep and we set our levels. And so this pre-market low here, what should have really served as support, because this red bar here is our previous day low. So that's a previous day low. The red dotted or dashed line here is the pre-market low. And then the green line here is the pre-market high. And then the green bar is the previous day high. So let me show you what that looks like. Let me get smaller here. So, right, so that's kind of what it looks like. So this was the high of yesterday. It's the green bar. And then we had the low of yesterday, which is this red bar. And then we have the dashed lines, our pre-market highs and lows. So right now we're below pre-market low. We're below previous day low, or just about. So, the sentiment is negative. It's bearish. But, everything changes. And you guys know that. If you've been trading long enough, the sentiment changes at a drop of a dime. So that's why you have to manage your trade, especially on zero DTEs. You got to manage the trade. So right now we're still, and we're not losing money on SPY. Oh, my bad. We are. We're down $3.50 on it. $3.50 on it right now. It's got a ways to go though. So, and then time is not our friend right now. So right now we are, time decay is occurring right now. So as the more time we spend here and not working our way down, the more our premium gets eaten up. For you option newbies. Red. Oh, we have a red for the week. Don't forget, we got a poll at the top of our page here. Just want to know what you guys doing for the week. So we already have one red. That's me too. I'm one of the red ones. I haven't voted myself, but we have I'm red for the week for sure. All right, Russell maybe found a little bit of a bottom there. Russell, I was hearing there's this guy named, I think his name's Tom Lee. Tom Lee is kind of a funny looking dude on that does the rounds on the financial channels, and he's very bullish on the Russell. So the small caps. So small caps, or either you trade the index or you trade stocks inside the Russell. Just a quick little Google research, what stocks are in the Russell. But small caps have been beat up all year. And if the economy starts to change in the sense where rate cuts start to happen and that sort of thing, it's supposed to be very favorable for small caps. So you're either trading small caps individuals or you're trading the index, which is the Russell, the IWM. So not financial advice, not a recommendation, just letting you guys know. Yeah, Tiger, man. I'm telling you, dude, I would explore. So there's this young lady named Tori Trades. I like her very much. I like her very much because she's just so simple. So simple with her trading. Like she uses trend lines a lot. So I think some of the things that I've been learning, not only streaming, because sometimes I get the opportunity to watch myself. Like I'll go back and look at a video, or I'll upload something to YouTube, and I'll watch myself trade and kind of pay attention to what I was thinking, what I was doing, that sort of thing. And one thing that I've implemented that has really served me well is getting away from zero DTEs and giving myself more time to trade and swing trading. And Charlie Munger, which was like Warren Buffett's like best friend or one of his closest friends, talks about the big money is in the patience, right? In waiting. And I think a lot of us as traders, especially nowadays with all the influencers and everybody out there, like we want to make 10 grand by 12 and then, go hit the beach after that. And I think that's the misconception that we have of trading, is that we think that, we get super greedy. We get super greedy, and greedy could be a trigger word. I guess what you're trying to say is like we're just impatient, right? We're trying to make a lot of money in a short period of time, and I think that's why zero DTEs zero DTEs weren't around. They've only been around for I think on the SPY not that long ago. So weeklies is probably a good strategy. And charting on Sunday. So I tend to chart on Sundays, and I have a couple of videos here on Tradecaster in my video library where I kind of show what my weekly process is, setting the expected move. So when you see these green lines on my chart, like here, I'll blow the SPY up real quick just to see what I'm talking about, right? So I have these green lines here. Oh, no, shoot. Let me, where's the top one? Oh, there it is. See? So this is the expected move for the SPY for the week, for this week. So this week we had a high of 518 and a low of 501. Obviously, we didn't get nowhere near the 501. We got to the 518 and exceeded that. So I have a radio. I have a video where I kind of show you how I chart every week, and trying to take a longer swing position on some of these trades, man, is probably the best way to go. Especially if you're new at trading, I would definitely try to do longer time frames. And not mess around with zero DTEs, because they take your money, right? And even if you get into shares, right? Let's say you get in shares, at least if you get into shares that you're not going to lose your money. Like you're going to get unrealized losses until you cash it out, but at least you can come back and go, oh man, that was not a good trade. I'm down $20, 20%, whatever it is, but you haven't lost that money. And in options, you lose that money. That money's gone, right? So even though you cap your loss, that money's gone. Like you can't get it back. And on shares, if you're down, you can always recover, right? I've done it 100 times on Tesla. I've done it 100 times on Apple. Buying low, selling high, getting out. Or sometimes I buy high and I end up low, but at least I have an opportunity to say, oh, geez, I'm going to hang on to these a couple of more days, a couple of more weeks. Maybe it will recover, But when you're doing option trading, like that money's gone, and I think that's probably why a lot of people have a hard time with option trading. You blow up your account multiple times. It's all because of the time decay. So Zero DTEs are just notorious, man. So I'm right there with you, Tiger C, man. I've gotten my ass handed to me on zero DTEs plenty of times, plenty of times. So don't beat yourself up. Just learn from that mistake. You know, do not keep coming back to the trading desk with that this time it's gonna work mentality. You want to be like, oh well, I'm gonna stop doing that. I'm gonna stop doing zero DTEs. And a lot of the money that I made this year has been on Boeing, but it's been on weeklies, you know, on weekly trades, and or you know, giving myself enough time to get out, you know, of the trade if it's not going in my direction. And also tried messing around with shares, dude. Try to get a cash account, you know, that's what this is one of my smaller trading accounts, and I just use my cash, and I can, you know, get in positions, get out of positions, and I have to get worried about the PDT rule either. So anyway, I hope that helps a little bit. But you're no different, dude. It's not unique to you. We all go through it. And it's, you know, I remember years ago, somebody was trying to sell me on some program. I think it's called the Trading Institute. And they were trying to sell me on some program that I didn't take. But they said something to me that has always stayed with me as a trader, which is you're going to pay for your education one way or the other, right? You're either going to pay through, you know, paying some money on a course and taking that course, hiring a mentor, or you're going to pay by giving it to the stock market, right? By losing in the stock market. So choose how you want to lose. You rather lose. Well, it's not even a loss when you're taking a mentorship or a course, right? It's not really a loss, but sometimes we don't want to spend that money. So we're like, oh, it's okay. I'm just going to go learn myself. And well, it's going to cost you money. Like that's the point. One way or the other, you're going to pay. No, that's funny. Oh, there it is. My soundboard wasn't working. Now I can do soundboards. You know, anybody know where that's from? Come on. Okay, so SPY here. So we've been watching here. If you guys been hanging out with me here, you've been seeing that SPY, right? So support, broke support, came back up to test it as resistance now, and it's being rejected here. We're still below the 5-day EMA line as well. That's that's encouraging if you're short. Not short like height short, but if you're short, your position short. All right. Now that sounds low in my headphones. Man, I never knew that streaming, like, you have to worry about like the music that you're playing and the stuff because I've gotten flagged by YouTube for like playing music that's not mine. So I have to find like non-copyright music to play in the background. I just don't like trading in silence. I need to have something in the background. All right. So continuing to go lower here on the SPY. See if we can get a lot lower. We got quite a way to go there on the zero DTs. But look at Apple. Apple's starting to get green now here. So we're up 0.55%, almost $1 on Apple. We're about to hit our average. So my average has been 172.61. So looks like I'm 30 cents away from hitting my average here. So I've just been building a position on the way down. A little bit of a drawdown too on that. Oh man, where are the glow sticks? Where are the glow sticks at? Yeah, so Apple's looking good right now. Looking positive there. Pfizer's starting to come back down a bit here. It's so Chewy. Chewy's kind of lost that upside momentum, but I like Chewy. I like Chewy for the long term. It's been beat up enough. I like adding those stocks that've been beat up, right? Like Pfizer, Chewy, that just been destroyed by the market. So just trying to grab them at the bottom. Grab them when there's blood in the street. So, you know, I'm a Josh Answer student from the trading fraternity. So, you know, actually he was one of the guys who inspired me to even do the streaming that I do. But, you know, guys, make sure you guys are investing in a long-term portfolio, right? Have another brokerage account or somewhere else where you can add on these stocks and like Josh likes to tell us to just, trade it like you're not going to sell it for 10 years, right? So get these stocks that have been beat up, add them to your long-term portfolio, and just dollar cost average into those positions. And in a matter of months, matter of years, you'll look back on that portfolio and you'll be like, oh man, I've got $50,000 saved up. I've got $60,000 or more, So, have like a long-term portfolio where you can add, stocks to, not necessarily options, but stocks, and you just build that portfolio up, add shares of it. Pfizer, like I said, Pfizer's just been a company that's been around for so long, it's been completely beat up. So Pfizer, Chewy, and these are the accounts, right? Like look at Nvidia before everybody knew who Nvidia was. Like Nvidia was trading at $30 at one point. So if you can believe that, right? Not even that long ago. So it goes to show you, what if you would have added, right, to that portfolio. So best advice that I've gotten is just have a long-term portfolio and just build up shares and build up positions in that, and have another portfolio to do your day trading with. You want to dick around with money and you want to play the stock market, great, but don't do that with a whole bunch of money. Try to build a long-term portfolio, and then that long-term portfolio, as it grows, then you might be able to dip into that to fund some of your day trading account, right? So you don't have to be a single-minded trader. You can have multiple strategies or have multiple portfolios and just treat each one different. So, this is my small account. I usually have, anywhere from $500 to about $2,500 in this account, and I just play around with it. Sometimes I'll cash myself out. So, my mentality is on the long term, the long term play. But, every once in a while, things go really well on the short term side as well. So, just don't get stuck to one way of trading or force things to happen on one way of trading. Kind of, that's why you want to follow people that you value and respect, that are not just flashing, expensive homes and expensive cars at you and telling you to buy their program. Trading takes a lot out of you, man. And you need to have the discipline to put in the time to develop your skill set and develop yourself to be a good trader. It doesn't just happen by luck. That's my little soapbox for today. All right, starting to see SPY retest this resistance line here and see what happens now. With about, maybe about 8 more minutes till we get the next candle on SPY here. No, thank you. All right, so we're seeing SPY here come up. We're testing the 5-day EMA line, and we're breaking what used to be support that became resistance. Now we're really testing that resistance here. We've breached a little bit through it. We got about 7 more minutes to the next candle. Man, I hope my boy comes through with that proposal, man, because that's a big job. A little bounce on Bitcoin. Dollar's moving up higher. Dollar's been on a little bit of a tear here, guys. So the last couple of days, we've had a lot of green candles on the dollar. So dollar and the market usually, they're inverse, right? Dollar goes up, market sells off. Dollar goes down, market rallies. But we're seeing a little bit of a push up on the dollar right now. We're almost at our average on Apple here. AMD too, a little bit off the bottom here. I like to pay attention to candles. I like candles formations. These candles usually mean something to me. This doji candles, usually a sign of a reversal, usually a sign of a change of direction. So I always like to just point those out. All right, so there's your SPY here starting to really push up a little bit. So I'm in a weird position, right? So I'm in 0 DTEs, time decay, right? I only got until 1 o'clock today to get to my 519. Price is starting to move up higher, and time is starting to move forward. So that premium is going to start eating. That's going to start eating into my premium. And we're starting to see green across the board, right? So the other green stuff that we're seeing is just supporting the possibly bullish momentum building on SPY currently. Russell's kind of maybe found the bottom too. All right, see what happens here. We got about 5 more minutes on that. But look at like AMD starting to push higher here. Apple moving higher as well. S&P 500 5236.65. Futures are up 5296. I'm sorry, futures are down 5296. They're kind of a little bit off the bottom, but futures are pointing a little bit higher now. Yeah, and I've been also there's this guy named Sad or Stocks After Dark on Twitter, and he talks a lot about he really believes in the how the futures move, and he bases his trades during the market based on how futures move. So you learn a lot from these traders out here, man. Everybody's got some kind of edge or some kind of strategy, and it's cool to learn them and or at least watch them trade and then go, oh, okay, I see how he did that. I used to also pay for this community, man. I used to like $150 a month to watch other people trade. I mean, when you guys see that online, man, I mean, you guys do what you want, but I mean, watching other people trade and having to pay for it is a little bit weird sometimes. Because especially the people that say, hey, you come to our group, you're going to make money, or you'll say, oh, look, put the W in the chat if you made that trade with me, blah, 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 I mean, it sounds cool, man, but sometimes a little bit more challenging than it may be. Like you get the trade late, they get out, you thought you were still in. It's hard to follow other people. It's better to just watch them and then trade how you want to trade. Call alerts, all that stuff, man. I've done it all, and there's nothing like you developing your own strategy and being confident in what you do, and then going with what but following other people, following their trades, jumping in with them, jumping out with them, man, that's tough, man. It's not as easy as it sounds either. I was one of those guys who thought if I joined this community who tells me when to jump, when to buy, when to sell, that I was going to make a lot of money. I was like, oh, what's $150 a month? I'm going to make that in profits anyway. And I just, nope, not. It's always different than what you think. All right, we got about 3 more minutes into the next 30-minute candle here for SPY. Starting to see a little bit of a recovery here, but not convincing yet. It hasn't really confirmed that the change of trend here. Nice. Rocking out, baby, on a Friday. We ain't making money, but we having fun. Or at least I am. All right, so here's a SPY right back below that resistance line here. So it's really interesting to watch it play out. We do a 15-minute candle. You get a little bit more of an idea kind of what's happening there. The line's actually up here. Oh, no, it's down here. I'm tripping. There it is. This is your 15-minute candle here now. So, right, it came right back up to that, and it's still below it, though. It's still below it. But on the 15-minute, it got above the 5-day EMA line. On the 30-minute, it's not above it. It's just right at it. It's right at it. All right, we'll put the 15-minute to give a little bit more action here. I can't believe some of you guys trade on minute charts. Man, like 1-minute charts? Wow, you guys are crazy. Let's look at this 5-minute chart. Look at all this action here. Look at the 1-minute chart. Look at that. Like, how do you trade that? I mean, I guess you can trade it, but man, it's just too much movement. Just too much movement. In my humble opinion. All right, there it is. We've got 1 more minute to see where the next candle opens up. See if we're going to open above that. Above this candle, we probably will. Above that line, I mean. 15 seconds here. All right, there's your next candle, guys. Probably going to be right above it. Right up here somewhere. There it is. Now we're on top. So what does that mean? Well, are we going to build more momentum to the upside? We're going to see right now. It's your 8:30, the starting of your 8:30 candle. If anything, it looks like we're sideways, right? Like we're in this little range sideways. Tesla recovering too, right off the bottom. All right, guys, I have to get ready because I have to head out around 9, almost exactly at 9 today. So I'm gonna leave my charts up here for a little bit, and then I'm gonna go get ready to go. And feel free to hang out here and watch the charts. I should be back in about 15 minutes and close out the show. Thanks for hanging out with me. All right, traders, where we at, man? Have we dropped yet? No, we haven't dropped yet. Why not? Oh, man. My goodness. Oh, dollar's still climbing, though. So trade carefully out there, traders, because the dollar is climbing. Might be waiting for a little bit of a rug pull here. But dollar's up for sure. All right. Thanks for chilling with me today. I know I'm a little bit off camera and quiet. I just have some things going on this morning. It's usually why I like to do my show early in the morning, because by 9 o'clock, then I can go on with my day and, you know, do the things I need to do outside of trading. So we're still watching SPY here. SPY's holding above this. It lost the support and now it came back up, but it still hasn't really regained it. We're still with the 5-day EMA line too. So let's see if we can continue to go to the downside here. But it has respected the support here on the pre-market. Any plans for the weekend? I'm going to Arizona this weekend. I'm actually going to go see Jordan Peterson in live in Phoenix at the Arizona. I think it's called the Phoenix Financial Center or something like that. So I'll be out there in Phoenix. I might stop by the. I don't know if you guys know of Ricky Gutierrez from TechBud Apparel or TechBud Solutions. Anyway, the guy was giving away a car, a C8 Corvette. And he smashed the car. He got in a car accident in it 2 days ago and smashed up his hand pretty bad. And he's fine. The contest is still going on, and you know those guys are going to continue to do what they do. But thankfully, that guy didn't get hurt too bad. And I think he was training for like an Ironman. He was training for an Ironman, and now his training is clapped. So I might pop in the TechBud Apparels, just pop in and maybe drop off a get well soon card or something like that for Ricky. He's been a good guy. I'm not part of their community, but he's a good guy, and I think he teaches some good fundamentals too. So good guy to follow there. TechBud Solutions or TechBud Apparel. Ricky Gutierrez, nice guy. Couldn't have happened to a nicer guy. I have a job today. I have a couple of jobs going on. I got a carpet cleaning job going on, and I did do a ceiling tile as well. So that's what I got to be on the field today. Got to go check that out, serve some of these clients. So that's why I got to cut it early today. But don't forget to do some charting over the weekend. That would be my advice. Once the market's closed here. Spend time watching your charts, spend time studying and having a game plan for next week. Some of the best advice I've heard is that having a bad plan is better than having no plan at all. So I would encourage you guys to make sure you guys spend some time looking at charts or looking at the stocks you would want to trade next week, and just take a look at the time frames, right? Daily, weekly, see where they're at, highs, lows, price action, check the option chain and see what the anticipated move is going to be for the week. If you're curious about that, just jump on the Tradecaster library here under my channel or my channel on Tradecaster. There's videos there that I've done. I've done like 2 or 3 of them, and you'll get the idea by watching any of those. What my charting strategy is for the week. Look, it doesn't always work, obviously, right? I've had a red week, so sometimes it's just another. What does Gareth Soloway says? It's just like another factor in your trading strategy, right? So if you're like, oh, I'm gonna take this trade, well, then you have something to at least look at. Like, oh, okay, this is the expected range, and whatever else you do prior to trading that stock, it's a good. I always encourage you guys to spend some time looking at charts. The week before you start trading, especially if you're eyeing a specific stock, then you can just have a good idea as to what you want to do with it for the week. Like, I mean, Tiger C was on here and we're talking about 0 DTE, right? He's like, maybe 0 DTE is not the way to go on these shares, and probably not, right? But some of these, a lot of these shares don't offer, a lot of these companies don't offer 0 DTE. Only some do. Like, I think Spice, one of them, and maybe the Russell, the Qs, they have 0 DTEs. But, these other shares, they don't trade 0 DTEs. They're usually weekly. So, have a weekly outlook on those stocks and see how it goes. So hopefully that would help you guys out. Yeah, we're gonna just continue to. I'm gonna stay in this position here with SPY. I mean, this is like $30. Not really good to say. Not really good risk management if I say that I'm gonna let it expire worthless. But I am gonna let it try to play out. It's gonna be a high risk trade only because I'm not gonna be in front of my computer. I have to hit the road here at 9 o'clock and get somewhere. So I'll just be kind of watching it on my phone for the most part, and maybe preserve some of the premium that's left on this. So we're down $7.50 on it, $7.50 on this trade. And 0 DTEs, right? Like another strategy that I've heard, you don't want to hang on to 0 DTEs for more than maybe a couple of minutes. You don't want to hang on to them all day. So if you, like, for example, here, I know that this trade could potentially flush and go to the bottom. But I could also see that it's just going to trade sideways for the next hour or two. And that's just going to eat up on my premium. So you're better off cutting your losses, I would assume, at that point. So see, starting to use this little line of support here. It's just it might just continue to ride it, and it's also forming a little bit of a wedge with the red bar, which was the previous day low, right? So it's forming a little bit of a wedge here. See if it picks a direction. But our Apple's doing good. We're almost at our average here on Apple. So building that position has been good so far. Chewy kind of chilled out a little bit, but that's for the long term, so I ain't really tripping over that. All right, traders. I gotta hit the road, so forgive me for cutting out a little bit early today, but I do gotta get out of here and get some work done, man. Get the business growing. So I've got a little property maintenance business that I've been doing for over a year now, and it's going well. It's allowed me to quit my job and kind of just do some trading in the morning and then hit the field in the afternoon. So I'm very blessed for that. Well, thanks for hanging out with me this week. Hopefully you guys participate on the poll here and follow the channel. I do stream only 3 times a week currently, Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays from 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. Pacific, just a couple of hours in the morning. And then you can go on and watch other traders trade or do what you want to do. But nevertheless, man, thanks for spending some time with me today. Please subscribe to the channel. Again, this is The Spread. We are a live trading show Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. Pacific. I am Shimano Trader. You can find me on Instagram if you want to connect there. If not, no big deal. You'll find me here 3 times a week, at least trading. I will be in Arizona this weekend. I'm driving out Sunday morning. And so I might trade. I'll see if I can get online Monday. I'll be in Arizona, so maybe be my first, doing it on the road kind of thing. And if I do, it'll be very short anyway. So anyway, thanks for hanging out with me today. Just a couple of things here. Have a great weekend. Please, please, please do not forget to ask for God's help in everything that you do. A little prayer never hurts. So make sure that you guys are staying close to that. And and then make sure you study this week. Look at some charts on Sunday night and come to the trade desk prepared for next week. Other than that, guys, again, thanks again. Subscribe to the channel. Thanks for coming by and hanging out with me this week. And maybe you can stop by next week too, huh? All right, guys, have a great one. Peace.